Lily, make yourself at home. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll get it for you.
Annie, could you lend me a few coins? I have no money right now. It makes getting around difficult.
Silly me. I knew I forgot about something. Lily, here's some money for you.
This is far too much.
It's really not that much. It might not last as long as you think.
I have some money, and I'll pay you back tomorrow.
You have money? Well, where is it?
I'm not lying. I do have money. Quite a bit, actually. But someone at the Summon Academy took it. I'll go get it back right now. Duke Hudong's son. I offended the Duke's son before. I wonder if his friend will recognize me and not give me my money back.
Mr. Zhang, where did she go?
She was right here a second ago. Where could she have gone so quickly?
Never mind. You may leave.
Yes.
Hold on. That's my bag you're holding.
And how can you prove that this bag is yours?
Let me explain. My cousin was a servant at the palace. Before passing away of illness, my family had some people go retrieve his belongings. However, the carriage carrying his coffin was at the market when the horses got startled and scattered all the contents. Later, someone brought his body back, but his belongings were missing. When I went to the market to look for them, I saw your handwriting. I should have come earlier to retrieve the lost items, but because of the examination being held by the Academy, I couldn't make it until today.
So that man was your cousin? And this bag is his bag?
Yes, that's right. That's the one.
But you've never seen it before. How can you be sure this is the right one?
If you look inside, you'll see 3 small bags of different colors. The colors are green, red, and blue. Take a look for yourself.
You're right. This bag is yours. Here you are.
Thank you. You're honest and sincere. You're a role model for your students. I wish there was a way I could repay you. May you live a long and healthy life and have a successful career with many students.
Good day.
Stop! Those are my cannonballs!
You scoundrel! You and Duke Hudong's son are one and the same.
Miss, stop!
Hey,
You go in
Shakira!
there. You go inside. Please,
Jen!
stop.
Patient
You must
Jen!
stop.
Silence. This is the academy, not a farmer's market. Who are you?
I want to see Patient Jen. Get him out here.
I've already told you someone is attending to it. Please calm down, miss.
He scammed me. There's no way he'd be willing to see me. He must be hiding.
What? Are you saying that Pei Xingjin is a fraud?
Yes.
Ah, Pei Xingjin. Now I've got you. Look, I'm Pei Xingjin's supervisor. My name is Xue Shu. I'll take you to confront him, so you can find justice.
Thank you, Mr. Shui.
There he is.
You again.
Where are my cousin's things? Give them back.
His things? Didn't I give them back to you?
Do you mean this junk is what he left behind?
That's what was in the bag.
Yes. All that was inside were some rocks and sticks. Wait, hold on. You almost fooled me. You swapped the money and the valuables from the bag with this trash.
Stop, Pei Xingjin. What's wrong with you? Huh?
How could you fall for that? She's clearly nothing but a liar. Or maybe she's taken what's in the bag and got greedy, and now she wants more. Anyway, I've returned all that was there to you. Leave me alone, or I'll report you.
You're the most shameless person I've ever met. Stop, Patient Jen. Give me my things back. Patient Jen from the Summon Academy stole my belongings and has brought shame on all of you. I'm all alone, without any support. Everyone, please help me uphold justice.
What? It's true. I don't know. If it is, I don't know.
Young lady, please calm down. Summon Academy absolutely will not tolerate such serious offenses. Let's go see the erudite. He will help you.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Shui.
Pei Xingjin, what are you doing? If you did nothing wrong, why won't you let the victim speak?
I'm the victim here. I just wanted to help her, but I only got framed. This woman is just telling lies. It's a waste of time. It's best to just get rid of her. For good. You're pretty heavy. Behave yourself. You're a girl. If I left you here alone and some thug found you, you'd be in real danger. All right then, consider this a lesson. Listen, I never touch ill-gotten gains, all right? Now tell me, where do you live?
You bastard! I'll chop you to pieces!
It's so hard to be an honest person. I was just gonna let you go, but you refused to cooperate.
That thief stole my money, and now he's insulting me. People are watching. Is that pig trying to take advantage of me? Help!
She kind of looks familiar. Why did you close your eyes? If your eyes have so much to say, then let them tell me the way. Either your eyes tell me the way to your house, or I'll leave you here alone. Your choice. Here we go. If you make a scene at the academy again, this is what you'll get.
Let me move again!
You will be released 6 hours from now. Stay here and think about what you've done.
You thug! You scoundrel! I'll bet you're colluding with Duke Hudung's son! What kind of honest person would mingle with the likes of him? I swear I'll make you pay back what you've stolen from me one day! Why did I say that out loud? I'm such an idiot! Now it'll be even harder to get back what my mother left me. What are you doing?
It's you. Aren't you the girl who is tracing the carving at Sun Temple?
Yes, it's me. What are you gonna do?
I won't do anything to you, but Duke Hudung's son might.
Are you threatening me?
He isn't as tolerant as I am. He's had some look into your identity. I suppose he'll come for you soon. This is all I can do for you. Take care of yourself.
Huh! You can't intimidate me! I'm tougher than I look! Huh? Get back here! Unfreeze me! Get back here, you weasel! My hand's getting numb! Scoundrel!
Guizi, what are you looking for?
Shunza's secret stash.
What kind of a stash did he have?
After Shunza was imprisoned, Eunuch Sun went to great lengths to get him out, but he failed. He didn't even get to see him. The good thing is, Shunza had made a bit of money by selling sachets. But who knows where he hid all of his money?
Let me help you find it.
What are you doing?
Why?
Wait, I finally got some news. Wait, come here.
Catch your breath and tell me.
I know what happened. Somebody tipped off Deputy Chief Pan. He's accusing Shunza of smuggling things outside the palace and making a fortune. Deputy Chief Pan is known to be avaricious. How could he not be tempted by that information? He won't let Shunza go easily, unless, of course, he's paid well for his trouble.
Who's the snitch? Once I find him, I'll beat him senseless.
That won't help anything. Right now, our priority is to collect enough money to save Shunza. Hey, have you found any of his savings?
Oh, I almost forgot. I've looked everywhere, in the room, but I didn't find a single coin. Let's go and ask Eunuch Sun to help us. Maybe he'll know something.
He's in hot water himself as we speak. The wardrobe service is interrogating him about Physician Do's whereabouts. But Eunuch Sun has no idea.
Ah. No one's seen him for days. He went to the wardrobe service?
No, he didn't. Eunuch Sun said the same thing, but nobody would believe him.
It's really a mess. Let's go, take a look.
Your Highness, do you really plan to stay in the Wing Hall?
Eastern Palace is too far. His Majesty is in unstable condition. I feel less anxious if I'm able to stay close, in case he needs anything.
Your Highness, will you report the Imperial examination reform that Pei Xingjian proposed to His Majesty?
Yes, of course.
Oh my. Your Highness, I think His Majesty is in poor health, and poor spirits as well. It's hard to predict what his reaction will be to such grand suggestions. About this long-standing system, I suggest you think twice about this.
A mere scholar like Pei Xingjian has great insight as well as great courage. As the Crown Prince, I'm entitled to decide what's right for the state. How could I turn a blind eye only to cover my own hide? It's my duty to present it to His Majesty.
I know, but you...
Are you concerned because of what Prince Cao said?
That's right.
The more he pushes back, the faster I should do it, to prevent further problems.
Liuli, you're so beautiful.
It's all thanks to you. This is the first time that someone has done my hair and makeup like this. What's so funny?
I'm thinking that the fraud at the academy must be an idiot. I can't imagine he had the heart to do that to such a beauty.
Even mentioning his name makes my blood boil. He's nothing but a greedy, low-life thief who can't even admit it. He accused me of lying, saying I kept the things, and was just trying to scam more money from him. I can't believe he'd think I was so rotten. What a joke! This guy's the real rotten one.
Where are you going?
Those things are all I have to my name. They're Senior Sun and Shunza's hard-earned savings. I have to get them back from that thief. More importantly, my mother's things were also in that bag. I've already lost her golden needle. I can't bear to lose anything else. I have to get them back.
You're simply a commoner, and he's an official, and you're no match for his sharp tongue or his martial arts. Besides, if he meant to give you the things, would he have swapped them?
Do you mean I should let him off the hook?
Well, you'll need a plan before you do anything. Don't act rashly. Your uncle said that you can work at Rui clothing store as a designer. You'd be paid full salary as well as commission, so you won't have to worry about the money. Once we figure out a sensible solution, we can confront the man and get your mother's things back. All right?
This is an amazing gown. Is it your work?
Liuli, your uncle and his family are so kind. They treat me as family by letting me stay at Anne's old mansion and trusting me with this store. I could never repay them. All I can do is to win the Tartar trade fair with this gown to restore our reputation.
What goes on at the fair?
Tartar merchants hold it each year at the West Market. People from all walks of life travel there. The winner will receive orders for the entire year and will have everyone's attention.
What do you mean winning that fair will restore our reputation?
That's a bit of a long story.
When you see your aunt, be on your very best behavior. You have to do everything you can to make her happy. all right?
Mother, Auntie was married as a concubine, but Pei-Yan's mother is the wife of the family. Will he listen to Auntie about choosing a concubine? Aren't you and Father overestimating her a bit?
Pei-Yan's mother passed away years ago. Although your aunt didn't give birth to him, she still has seniority. Now that he wants a concubine, he won't say no to just meeting her niece. I mean, it's just common sense. I can't imagine he would say no. Once you're at Commandant's mansion and meet with him, the rest will be up to you. All right?
Miss Tao, Kuti Wunyang has arrived.
Hurry up, let's go. Stop looking. Come on.
Have a seat, miss.
Why did you ask to see me all of a sudden?
Come on.
Well, ever since you got married, we've barely seen each other. I really missed you.
Greetings. Wunyang, we're here.
Greetings, Auntie.
Shanghu is a big girl now. Isn't she old enough to marry?
Thank you for your concern.
That's precisely why we invited you over today.
I'll be honest with you. It wasn't Pei-Yan's idea to marry another girl. It was his wife Cui's decision. They've been married 3 years, but still no children. Pei-Yan has never blamed her for it, but she's under the pressure of his whole family. So, she suggests that he choose another woman to marry to carry on his family line.
Well, I've heard that Pei-Yan is young and capable. On top of that, he's exceptionally handsome. He's passed the classics exam and will be seeing success in no time.
You're so right. Whoever marries him and goes with him to his post will be more or less a wife to him. If she gets lucky and has a son, he'd be the Pei family's eldest grandson.
It's too good an opportunity to miss out on. Wunyang, we're counting on you. Please have Shanhu marry into that family.
Shortly after your mother was killed, Mr. Tao's brother opened Tao's clothing store right next to our store and capitalized on Master An's fame as the great weaver. Miss Tao has been helping her brother with his business, and she claimed that your mother had taught her everything she knew about needlework. Clients who come for your mother's work can't tell the difference. Even some of our regulars were all deceived. This has always really upset your uncle. He accused Tao of being a traitor, pretending to be Master An's successor to rake in money in her name. So I said to myself that this time I have to beat them at the Tartar Merchants Fair so I can get revenge for Master An and the Rui store.
Ani, on behalf of my mother, I thank you for all you've done.
I have an idea. You're the sole heiress to Master An. Why don't you help me finish this gown then? Yes?
Once Shanhu has been married into your family, then we'll become even closer, won't we? My daughter understands gratitude. If this works out, she'll become a valuable helper to you.
That's a good point. After all, Shanhu is my niece.
Thank you in advance, Auntie.
Please, have a seat.
This way, please.
Pei-Yan and a few other scholars will be holding a gathering tomorrow. Cui and I have agreed to invite some girls of his caliber over for a flower competition. During the competition, Pei-Yan can take a look and see if any strikes his fancy. If not, then no harm done.
Tomorrow? That's not a lot of time. Will we be able to get ready in time?
Well, how about this? I'll prepare the carriages and the best peony for tomorrow's flower competition. However, Shanghu, you must take care of your makeup and clothing and make sure you look nice. I am your aunt, you see. My reputation is at stake.
All right.
Seeing as how your uncle owns a clothing store, it wouldn't bode well if your garb was not stunning.
Mother.
Yeah, you're right. Please, don't worry. Of course, she will dress properly for the event and won't let you down.
Have you heard that one of the late Emperor's concubines at Ganya Temple is really sick? She has abscesses all over her body, and no physician takes care of her. All she can do is wait for death.
I know. Aside from the late Emperor's concubines, now that His Majesty is sick, those in the palace without any children are really worried. I heard the concubine Lian serves hasn't slept for 3 days. When Lian made her bed in the morning, her pillow cover was soaking wet.
You may leave. I'd like to take a walk alone.
Yes.
Halt! Maignan pays respects to you.
If a baby bird falls, just put it back in the nest. No need to be sad, Concubine Wu. Go up and put it back.
Your Highness, maybe you don't know. Once a baby dove is touched by a person, its parents will abandon it. Even if it's put back in its nest. That's just the way it is.
All parents love their children. Humans and birds alike. I don't believe they're that cruel. Go on, bring it up.
Yes.
Go on now. Why are you so clumsy? Get up. Give it to me. Get up. Come on.
Your Highness, what are you doing?
Come on. Move aside.
Your Highness.
Your Highness. Your Highness. Your Highness. Are you? Your Highness. You be careful now, Your Highness. Your Highness. Your Highness. Your Highness, step on that branch. Yes, that one. If you fall, Your Highness. Be careful, Your Highness. Your Highness. If you get hurt, what will happen to me? Just be careful, please. Be careful. Oh, Your Highness. This branch. Be careful now. Be careful. Are you okay, Your Highness?
Are you all right, Your Highness?
Here, I'm fine. Thank you, Concubine Wu.
Your hand is injured.
It's nothing. I'm leaving to see His Majesty. I'm leaving to see His Majesty. Good day.
Your Highness! His Majesty is in poor spirits due to his illness. Please don't bother him with state affairs. Just console him instead.
Thank you for your advice.
They have nothing to do with my mother at all. Have they no shame?
This way, please. Good day to you. Greetings, Peibanyang, Cuiyunyang. This way, please. Yeah. I'm pleased to present to you our new designer, Yue.
It's my pleasure to meet you.
I haven't seen you guys in a while. Are you here today to browse or to have measurements?
What we're here for may be too much to ask. We'd like to order a dress for my sister-in-law. It's for the flower competition tomorrow, so it must be done today.
I have never seen her before, nor do I know anything about her looks or personality, let alone her measurements. Would she be able to come to the shop? Or I could serve her at her place? I'll be straight with you. My sister and her husband are happily married, but she's been forced to choose a concubine for him. The purpose of tomorrow's event is for him to meet other women. The women who have been invited will definitely be looking their best. If my sister doesn't dress up nicely, it will be all the more embarrassing.
But Yunyang and I haven't been able to talk her into it. She said that she doesn't want to outshine the others. If she overdresses, others will judge her and call her envious and petty. So we took the liberty to come here and get a dress for her.
That's very thoughtful of you. If she knew about this, I'm sure she'd be touched. I'd like to help you with this, but
Could you allow me some time, please? I'll need half a day. If that's the case, there'd still be enough time to do it.
Do I have your word?
Absolutely. After hearing what you said and seeing her sister here, I've got a rough idea of her looks and her style. Could you please give me a bit more information on her height and weight?
She's just about my height, roughly this tall. Her favorite colors are light blue and pink.
No way! This won't do!
Oh dear. Get rid of this one.
This one too! Uncle!
Tao Wu,
Yes?
are there any other dresses? Bring them out here to show your aunt and cousin.
All right, got it.
Put those ones away.
Shanhu, what about this one?
Take a look.
Mother, Auntie married a commandant. They're surrounded by the rich and powerful. Most of those girls will be from prominent families. My family already can't compare with theirs. If I don't at least look better than them, then there'll be no chance for me to win.
I'm here. Here are the dresses.
Oh,
here you
let
are.
me help you with that. They're quite heavy.
I think if these dresses aren't good enough, we can make new ones with the fabrics you chose.
These are far too ordinary. How could I wear them to Commandant's mansion? Get them out of my sight!
She's got quite a temper.
You. Come on.
So, what should I wear to the flower competition?
Oh. Shanhu, take a look at this pleated gown. It would go well with a pink top.
Mother, you want me to look like her?
Auntie, have some tea, please. Auntie, so what about me?
What do you mean?
Auntie, you're too focused on my cousin's marriage to think about mine.
Oh. Are you still interested in Ani? Give it up. Your father would never allow you to marry
Auntie, he always listens to what you say. As long as you're fine with it, it won't be a problem.
her. No.
Please
No way.
talk to my father.
Hey, where are you going?
I'm going to learn about how girls from distinguished families dress themselves.
Come on, Auntie. Please try to persuade my father. Huh?
The Ray Clothing Store's new designer is quite impressive.
The garments she's designed are innovative and elegant. They're perfect for the flower competition.
Even ladies of noble birth speak highly of her work. They'll look great at tomorrow's event.
The design of this gown is quite simple, so I'm sure I can finish today. The simpler the style is, the more important the color and texture are. I think this gauze is perfect.
It may be of fine quality, but it's far too common. Won't it look bland?
It would be if we only use one layer. How about 3 or even 5 layers? Then the dress will be special. It'll sway smoothly when you move, like you're walking in clouds.
Exactly. When didn't I think of that? Miss Cootie, what brings you into our store?
Huh? It's you. You're the one asking my father for directions.
I'm working here as a designer.
Oh, so you're their new designer at the Ruiz store. I heard you're quite skilled. Why don't you work for us? My mother and I will pay you handsomely.
How dare you? And your family claim the title of best weaver, second to none, and cheat others? Even if I were starving to death, I wouldn't go to you and your mother for money. And just so you know, the owner of Rui's store treats me very kindly.
Huh? I meant well. Unbelievable. You are so rude. So ungrateful.
Now isn't the time to settle the score. Just give it time. Here, time's running out. Go finish the dress. Miss Cootie, to what do I owe this pleasure? How can I help?
My cousin is obsessed with you and insists on proposing to you. So I'm here on his behalf to ask how you feel about it.
Oh? I don't have any romantic feelings for him at all. Please tell him to leave me alone. Not interested.
Very well then. My mother and uncle never liked you anyway.
So, is there anything else?
Your Majesty, there is one thing. Your Majesty, I suggest we reform the Imperial examination. The existing system has only so far turned out mostly bookish scholars who are of little use to the state. The Directorate of Education and Institute of Literature are key divisions for our future, but almost all of the students there come from noble birth. It's only a matter of time before unfair alliances and corruption arise.
Your Highness, the Imperial examination is the foundation of the state, and an important means by which to select talents. Besides, His Majesty is unwell and needs his rest. Please try to be more patient. Your Highness, the Imperial examination is the foundation of the state, and an important means by which to select talents. Besides, His Majesty is unwell and needs his rest. Please try to be more patient.
I agree with what he says. Some things cannot be rushed. Crown Prince, you seem to be hurried lately. Wouldn't you say?
His Majesty is in poor spirits due to his illness. Please don't bother him with state affairs. Just console him instead.
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince is ambitious and devoted to state affairs. Unlike him, I am too concerned about Your Majesty's well-being to spare a thought for other matters.
Filial duty comes first. And you're my most dutiful son. I couldn't be more proud of you.
Master Jua, wait! Master Jua, please listen to me! Master Jua! Your next son really isn't here! Master Jua!
Sundar Chang is avoiding me, isn't he?
If you don't believe me, feel free to go inside. Master Jua, I swear he's not here.
If Eunuch Sun isn't here, then go get me Physician Do. I need him back at the wardrobe service.
The problem is, we haven't seen him in many days. If you find him, please, let us know right away, Master Jua.
What did you say? Are you playing me for a fool? All right. Let me see how long you can harbor Physician Do from me.
Master Zhou! Master Zhou! I, Wei Lin, pay my respects to you.
It's you.
May I ask, have you come here to see Physician Dou?
Do you know where he is?
Master Zhou, soon after the eunuch house sent the transfer order, Physician Dou went missing. At first we all assumed he was angry at Sun Decheng and went to the wardrobe service, so we didn't take his absence seriously. That is, until you came to ask for him. We all started panicking and looked everywhere throughout the division. We left no stone unturned. But there was no sign of him at all.
These sorry excuses, I've heard enough of.
I believe there's more to his disappearance.
Oh?
It's not safe to talk here.
Follow me.
Yes.
Qingyang. No one else is here. You can tell me now.
What's so odd about Physician Dou's disappearance?
Master Zhou, Physician Dou is like a son to Sun Decheng. Everyone knows how much he adores him. But for some reason, a few days ago, he claimed that he'd expelled Physician Dou. After he went missing, others in the division were all worried sick. All except Sun Decheng, he was eager to get Sunza out of the discipline service. Now, if you think about it, that doesn't really make sense, now does it?
Are you saying that Sun Decheng didn't really intend to expel him, but used that as a cover-up to get out of the palace? That's a very strong accusation. Do you have any proof?
I'm afraid not yet, but I am certain that I'll be able to find it.
How's that?
Shunzi is Physician Dou's best friend in the entire division, as well as Sun Decheng's disciple. He must have known what happened to Physician Dou and likely had a hand in it. He's in prison in the discipline service now. It'll be up to you to make him cough up the truth about what really happened.
What's your name?
My name is Wei Lin.
Wei Lin. Why are you telling me all of this?
A wise bird chooses the tree upon which to nest. I was only banished to the body disposal division because someone set me up. Master Zhou, if I would have the honor to serve you, I'll serve you to my utmost potential. You have my word.
You're smart enough to work somewhere better. All right, I'll remember you. For now, just stay here and keep quiet. Let me know if you hear of any other news.
Yes.
I really can't believe that you put together a gown like this so effortlessly and quickly. Tomorrow, my sister will outshine those girls when she wears it.
I had to take some shortcuts due to the time constraints. Thank you for flattering me. Next time, if I get to meet Mrs. Pei in person, I'll take her measurements myself and tailor her garments for her.
She's never been much of an attention seeker. Her garments are made by her tailors. Once her husband marries someone else, I think she'll lack the confidence to worry about her looks.
I have an idea. She will be the one hosting tomorrow's event. Why don't we invite Yuar over to meet her in person? By then she'll have seen the gown And I'm sure she'll be willing to wear yours dresses.
You're so clever, Banya. I hope it's not too much trouble for you.
It would be my pleasure.
My daughter's needlework just keeps getting better. With this gown and your flawless makeup, the others will pale in comparison, and you'll be marrying the Commandant's son.
Let's go, come on. The carriage your aunt sent is waiting outside.
Annie, I'll only be there as a tailor. Isn't this dress a little over the top?
You're representing Rui Clothing Store. Only if you look stylish, will others have faith in us. You're our clothing brand personified. Also, this will be a golden opportunity to reinvigorate our reputation.
You have a point.
The Pace carriage has arrived. It's time to go.
Do you know how many bolts of fine silk this peony is worth? Your aunt has invested a fortune in you. Just this morning, she was invited to the minister's mansion to have tea with Miss Tang. She couldn't turn her down, so she went.
What? You mean she's not at home?
So she asked me to tell you specifically not to act rashly at this important banquet. You must not make any silly mistakes. If you do, she will not be able to put in a good word for you to help you.
We've arrived, Madam Yan.
Please.
Where did Shanhu get that dress? Won't it clash with Mrs. Pei's? I got it. Yesterday, she came to the store to steal the design.
Just my luck. Why is that designer here?
Like mother, like daughter. You two are nothing but thieves. You just copied most of the designs. Regardless of its poor quality, you can wear it anywhere you want. But not to Commandant Pei's mansion. Especially not for today's occasion. Take my advice and go change your dress.
How dare you call me a thief? What proof do you have? You'd better watch your mouth. I'm an honored guest of the Pei family. A petty merchant like you's nothing here.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't do something you'll regret.
You couldn't even afford a peony like mine to wear to today's event. What an embarrassment.
Let's go over there.
Sure.
What a beautiful place.
Yes, it's fantastic. Your turn. I'll go here.
It's my turn.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers, Mr. Pei.
Cheers.
Anya and Mrs. Pei wanted to notify you that they will be arriving shortly. Please wait a moment here.
Could you please do a favor for me?
Whatever you wish. Mrs. Pei wanted me to inform you that she has invited some young ladies over to play games in the courtyard. Why don't you describe that when you and our guests are drinking and writing poetry? That way, the women will also have a chance to admire your work.
A filial son must carry on his family line. It's my duty. As the eldest heir, I'm forced to choose a concubine, whether I want to or not. Hey. Come to think of it, Shoyue is older than me. Don't you need a wife as well?
Me?
Well?
Who in their right mind would marry their daughters to an unlucky man like me? Shoyue.
Take a look. Can you believe that there is such a coincidence?
Look at the tops and gowns. They're identical.
She's making a fool of herself. That's right. She even copied the makeup. I know.
Look at her. She's making a fool of herself.
What a cheap impersonator.
She's just copying everything. Has she no shame?
I know.
I can't believe she would do that.
She's so rude.
She is Mrs. Pei, Pei Yan's wife.
How embarrassing.
Who's that undignified girl? Who invited her here?
She's Miss Cootie's niece and Cootie Yanzhong's daughter.
Whoever she is, if she dares show up in the same outfit as the host, she must not have any manners whatsoever. She's not welcome here.
Greetings, Mrs. Pei. Is this outfit to your liking?
You dare ask such a question? My sister spoke very highly of the clothes that you designed. But what's this? How come someone else is wearing the same outfit? I demand an explanation.
That's Shanhu. Her father owns Tao's store. Yesterday, when she dropped by our store, she must have caught a glance of my design. She probably liked it so much that she copied it.
Dresses in fashion these days are of similar styles. It's natural for others to follow suit. Never mind that. It's nothing serious. I will go get changed.
You shouldn't be so tolerant. Today she's stealing your clothes, tomorrow your husband.
Please hear me out. What you said is only half true.
Huh?
It's common for people to follow the fashion trends. They may copy the color and design, but not one's taste and charm. Follow me to the pavilion so that I can give your clothes a personal touch.
What are they doing? I know it's a flower competition, but do they need to bring the pot out?
Miss, here are some flowers for you. They're a gift from my husband. He paid a high price for them. There were 3 in total. I've picked the most stunning one for myself for the flower competition. Why did you ask the maid to bring the rest here? What do you need them for?
I'll choose another one for the finishing touches.
A flower on the gown?
Is there such a technique?
This outfit was custom made for today's flower competition. Yesterday it was only half done because I didn't know what flower you'd be wearing.
Zilong! Look at that Tartar girl without a flower. She was the one who taught Rujua a lesson back at Sun Temple. Everyone knows that. Duke Hudong's son is a real bully. Who could have bullied him back? Come on, tell us about it.
What are you doing? Do you know how valuable this flower is?
The price isn't important. It symbolizes my brother's love. He went to great lengths to get it for his wife.
Hey.
That Tartar girl is certainly special. If she could keep me company, I'd never feel lonely while studying.
Look, what is that girl doing over there?
When you said it was unique. No wonder Ray Clothing Store is the best in town. Tall's clothing store claims they inherited the best weaver skills, but it turns out they're nothing but copycats.
Ah, look.
Rumor has it that Tao's clothing store is run by a disciple of the best weaver, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Gosh, why is that?
How could this be? I don't think Master An didn't have any disciples outside the palace.
You liar! Oh my gosh.
It goes like this. The owner of Rui Clothing Store, An Salong, is the best weaver's elder brother. As close as they were, he's never traded his sister's fame for his own profit. Who are you people to take advantage of her?
Well said. From now on, Rui Clothing Store will be responsible for our clothing.
Rui Clothing Store will not let you down.
What are you doing, ma'am?
Here.
I can't. I couldn't wear the same flower as you.
Of course you can. A sweet girl like you deserves it. Look, feel free to roam about and enjoy yourself today, and have fun with Banyang and Yunya.
Thank you for your kindness.
You look gorgeous.
Hey, Xingjian? That sad sight again? What's he doing here? Does Mrs. Pei's gesture mean she's had her eyes on me? I don't want to be her husband's concubine. Better get out now while I can.
Zilong, judging by the way you're looking at her now, it seems you've taken a fancy to her, no?
She's not only beautiful, but also intelligent. That kind of woman is really rare. Zilong, don't let that one get away.
Jiaolin, Mr. Luo, don't tease me.
I heard that. Ruzhuo was furious about his defeat back at Sun Temple, and that he had his men look into the girl's background. Is that true?
Ruzhuo has a temper. He'd never let that happen. And he's found out that girl is the daughter of Kuti Yanzhong of Chonghua residence. They're saying he's making her his concubine.
As clever as she is, she will suffer once she becomes Ruzhuo's concubine. Zilong, if you really like her, you'd better beat Ruzhuo to it.
Zhou Yue, I've invited you over to drink and write poetry. Ignore the gossip. While the ladies entertain their games, we should take time to entertain ourselves too, all right? Let's drink.
Please.
It's a lovely day today. Ladies, please allow me to show you around the garden.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
What happened? What's going on? You were right in front of me. How did you trip and fall? Such a precious flower. How dare you ruin it? That's a direct disrespect to Mrs. Pei.
Never mind the flower. Are you all right?
I must have slipped just now and fallen down. I'm so sorry that I won't be able to join you to see the view. Please forgive me.
It's fine. I'll have someone take you back.
Thank you, ma'am.
What a shame.
Even if I don't get chosen, there's no way I'd let you win.
Why isn't she back yet? Hey, is Shanhu returned?
It's the matchmaker. She was sent by the Pei family.
Why is the matchmaker here to propose a marriage before Shanhu has come back? Wow, they must really like her then. Are you the matchmaker?
You must be Mrs. Cao. I've been sent by Duke Hedong's son to propose a marriage. The Duke's son would like your daughter to be his concubine. If you have no objections, I'll return tomorrow with the documents and presents to settle everything.
Do you mean marry Duke Hedong's son? Not Commandant Pei's son, Peiyan?
What's it to do with that family? Their household is prestigious, but not nearly as noble as Duke Hedong's. His wife is the well-respected Princess Royal Lin Hai. You should be honored that your daughter may be his son's concubine. You wouldn't turn down the marriage, would you?
Of course not. We're more than grateful for it. Unfortunately, my daughter is currently at Commandant Pei's mansion for a gathering. Unfortunately, my husband isn't at home right now. And of course, I couldn't make the decision on my own. I shall wait until he returns. Then I'll let him decide.
Your daughter went to Commandant Pei's mansion? Don't tell me she's already engaged to someone else.
No, of course not. She's still single. No engagements.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll take that as a yes. Tell your husband to wait at home tomorrow. I'll bring you everything needed for the proposal. Good day.
Huh? Duke Hedong's son.
Eunuch's son, have you heard any news about Sunza's return?
Master, did you see Shunza this time?
Pan Qinhai is a greedy one. He seems hell-bent on ripping me off before releasing Shunza. Guizi.
Huh?
If I go to the loan sharks you mentioned last time, How soon could I get the money?
Master, you'd have to pay them back tenfold.
I have no choice. Tell them. I'm flexible, but I need the money tomorrow.
Well, okay.
Time to eat. Shunza.
Shh. Did my master send you to rescue me?
Eunuch soon said, once he gets the money tomorrow, you'll be a free man.
If you ask me, you should definitely marry Mr. Pei. That certainly drive your vicious half-sister mad.
There's no way. My plan is to move to Shizhou with the love of my life, where we'll ride horses and herd sheep all day, living in nature. I couldn't stand being caged up in a dusty old mansion.
Shizhou is beautiful, but it's different from what you think. You're more used to the weather in Chang'an, and the bone-chilling cold there will be tough.
Excuse me, is anyone there?
Yes, coming. Duty calls. Greetings, sir.
It's been 3 days. I wonder if you were able to finish the screen I ordered.
I'm sorry to have let you down. But the screen you ordered is very large, and the painting's on the theme of hunting. I've checked with designers and craftsmen we work with, but none could accomplish it.
In times of peace and prosperity, designers only draw ordinary objects and scenes that suit the upper class's tastes. It's quite a task to design a large-scale hunting scene in such a short time.
I sincerely apologize for disappointing you.
It's not your fault. I've checked with every store in town. None of them can do it. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Good day to you.
Annie, what was it that no one in the city could create? I'm very intrigued.
May I ask who that is?
I'm so forgetful. This young lady is our new designer. Sir, let me check with her. One moment, please.
Sure.
Our daughter is in luck. Hey, there you are. So how did it go? Tell me about it.
Mother. You're back early, Father.
Tell me, did everything go well?
That Tartar girl ruined everything for me.
Wonderful.
Good.
Great. That's my girl.
That's my girl.
Honey, our daughter must have been blessed by the heavens above.
Oh, I agree.
Father, Mother, is everything all right with you?
Well, I'm glad it was ruined. Now that Pei's son has turned you down, you can now go ahead and marry Duke Hedong's son instead.
Duke Hedong's son?
Yes.
Has she agreed to take my order?
She said she'd make the screen for you if you pay an additional 50%.
Deal.
Are you sure about that? 10,000 coins is a sizable sum.
As long as it's worth it. If her work is up to my high standards, I'm willing to pay her price. It's fair.
The drawing isn't the problem. The problem is making it into a large screen with such a limited time. The extra fee is to hire craftsmen to make the screen. I'll only take my usual share, no more than that.
All right then, please step inside and speak with our designer.
Others wouldn't take your order, mostly because of the size of the screen. It's quite large. I believe I could divide it into 4 parts, embedded with 4 two-sided patterns. That way, it will look more exquisite.
Into 4 parts.
Yes, the 4 patterns will feature the 4 seasons. The title could be Hunting Through the Seasons.
That sounds great.
Rabbit hunting in spring, tiger in summer, deer in autumn, and wolf in winter. Sir, what do you think? You?
You two know each other?
He's that thief, Pei Xinjian!
Hello, miss. What a small world.
You can forget about that order. No way!
You are definitely gifted. You're indeed among the best in town. But that screen is to be a birthday gift for my master. He's a decorated general, and he's older and stronger than the character you're drawing. This won't work.
Get someone else to do it. Good day.
Shanhu, think carefully. Have you maybe encountered Du Kedong's son somewhere and attracted him without knowing it?
I really can't think of when and where I've ever met Du Kedong's son.
That's fine. It doesn't matter.
Master, Miss Cootie has arrived.
She...
Brother, Miss Zhao, I came as soon as I heard the wonderful news from Peiyan. Congratulations. He's chosen Shanhu. Shanhu, you're going to be his concubine.
Huh?
Didn't you say everything was ruined?
What happened?
Could it be a mistake? Earlier in your mention, I showed up in the same outfit as his wife. I was humiliated by that painter. It was so embarrassing. How could Peiyan still want me after all of this?
Madame Yan told me all about it. I also thought you had blown the chance and that was it. However, Peiyan had just informed me that he does want your hand and asked me to bring you his betrothal gifts to settle the matter.
Right now?
That's good news, isn't it? Why do the two of you seem so upset?
You see, the thing is that Du Kedong's son sent the matchmaker to propose a marriage just now. His family is so distinguished, we wouldn't dare offend them.
That's right.
How could it be that you're scared of them, but not of us? Don't forget that you had begged me to marry Shanhu to Peiyan. How dare you collude with them behind my back? You think you can have your hands in 2 baskets at once? Well, now, you've dropped both of them.
Auntie, I can explain. I've never met with Du Kedong's son, let alone colluded with him.
Don't waste your breath with me. Although that girl from Ruyi Clothing Store outshone and humiliated you, it was by pure luck that Peiyan finally chose you over her. If Du Kedong's son had never met you, why would he want to marry you? Who do you think you are? Brother, I'll come tomorrow with the betrothal gifts. You'd better keep your promise.
She's right. Something must be wrong. Shanhu, who was that girl from the Ruyi Clothing Store that outshone you? Like your aunt said.
That young woman is the new designer at Ruyi. She was also at the commandant's mansion. I thought Pei Yan's wife had an eye on her. By the way, you've both met her before too. She was the one milling about outside, asking you directions.
It's her doing.
Honey, you seemed strange that day. Be honest with me. Who exactly is that woman?
She's Liu Li.
Liu Li's alive? Get out! Get out!
Listen to me. How about this? I'll pay you double if you can crap that screen. I beseech you.
Aren't you paying me with money that you stole from me? And you want me to accept it? Fine. Give me my money. My cousin's belongings back. Otherwise, I won't do it for any price.
I've never taken anything from you. What is there to give back? Oh. Silly me. Soon you'll be marrying Commandant Pei's son and enjoying an extravagant life. Makes sense. To you, my money will be nothing but a pittance.
What are you talking about? I'm not marrying anyone.
No need to be shy. We all have to get married after we reach adulthood. If you never intend to marry Pei Yan, why did you go to the flower competition?
I was there to tailor clothes for his wife. Don't assume all girls are that eager to marry. At least, I'm not.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. Annie, show him out.
客人请回吧。
Hold on. If you meant what you said, I'm afraid you'll be in trouble soon.
Trouble? Why would I be in trouble?
I've heard that Duke Hedong's son, Pei Ruzhuo, sent a matchmaker to your family to propose. He still holds a grudge against you for embarrassing him, and he intends to make you his concubine, so that he can vent his anger on you.
Don't try to scare me with him again. What a shame. You're such a terrible liar. Duke Hedong's son couldn't have gone to my family because he has no idea who I am. He couldn't have found me.
Are you not the daughter of Ku Di Yanzhong?
How did you know that? Please bless my father, Kudi Yanzhong, of Chonghua Residential, with health
That day when you were praying at the temple,
and happiness for all his life. May Senior Sun stay healthy and safe.
Duke Hedong Sung managed to uncover your identity. I was there too.
Anyone there? Is anyone there? Hello?
曹娘子，你可是走错门了，还是像你的女儿一样，也来我们如意家协偷师学艺。
I'm here for her. Move! You're just like your mother, just as deceptive. She almost destroyed the Cootie family. And here you are sabotaging your sister's marriage, aren't you?
Your daughter barged in, stole the design I made for Pei Yan's wife, and made a show of herself in public. You're going to blame me instead of reflecting? Daughter barged in, stole the design I made for Pei Yan's wife, and made a show of herself in public. You're going to blame me instead of reflecting?
That's not the point. What I mean is, you're obviously not presentable. So you should consider yourself lucky that you're still alive. You should just hide in the mountains somewhere and become a hermit. How dare you claim to be a daughter of the Cootie family and bring shame to our name? Duke Hedong's son and the Commandant are both proposing. You made this mess, so you should clean it up yourself.
I may not be presentable, but but I'm still a part of your family, whether you like it or not. What do I have to hide from? I'll make sure you get what you deserve, even if it's the last thing I do. Then I'll see you in the afterlife. If you want, you could make a scene right now, so that everyone knows. That would be fine with me. Let's talk inside.
Judging by what they said, this Miss Cao must be Kuti Yanzhong's wife.
I suppose so.
And that designer must be Kuti Yanzhong's illegitimate daughter. That's why they say she's so unpresentable. The Kuti family is in quite a dilemma.
That is all private family matter. Sorry you had to see that. You should be getting back. As for the folding screen, I'll talk to her about it in a few days.
No rush. I'm going on a walk. After she's sorted her family affairs, I will go have a talk with her then.
You mean to say Du Kurung's son and Peiyan both want to marry you? The authorities would never believe a fabricated confession like that.
Fabricated? Don't forget about the truth. When you saved me, I was just a little girl. And without help from you, I wouldn't have survived all these years. Would the police believe you? Or would they believe me?
What are you thinking? Don't go off and make things up like that, just to drag your father and little sister down.
I would never do such a thing. I hope you know where you're at. You must remember my words today. I am still a part of your family. If you dare harm me, I'll never let you off the hook. I have nothing to lose. If you're not afraid to die, then we can both go together.
So, with our current situation, what's your plan?
You go home. I'll think of a solution to all this. You'd better behave. Don't try anything funny. And don't try to harm me. Annie, can you go to Commandant Pei's mansion and tell Pei Banyan that I'm not ready for marriage, so please pick someone else?
You can't do that. If you refuse Pei Yan, then you'll have to marry Pei Ruozhuo, and everybody knows he's a lowlife.
You're absolutely right. Things are always clearer from the outside. I never thought that even you would make poor judgment.
Why are you still here?
I thought you wanted to ask me for a favor. I guess I was wrong. I'll be leaving then. Oh, right. If you change your mind, you can come to Zhongjuan Pei's mansion to see me.
Good day.
So, that's the famous Lone Star of Chang'an, Pei Zhongjuan's firstborn, Pei Xingjian.
You see how cocky he was? He was asking for a favor from me, then goes and says I need him.
In my opinion, we should just let Shanhu marry one of them. They just want to marry a Kuti family daughter. All you need to say is that Shanhu is the only daughter of her family. Then what can they say? You think they can just give Shanhu back after marrying her?
But I'm not the one they took a fancy to. Whichever one I marry, they'll know everything soon. Then how would I be able to face my husband and his family?
That's just a minor problem. We've got a bigger one. Once they find out it's the wrong person, they'll look closely into this. Should they find out that Liu Li is an escapee from the discipline service, it would implicate us.
Liu Li really is a jinx. She's dragging our whole family down. We know she should die, but there's nothing we can do.
Oh, that's enough. Stop saying things like that. Liu Li is just a girl who got unlucky. Such being the case, we shouldn't aggravate her. What we need to do is figure out a way to break off both the engagements.
But if we back out from both families, we would end up offending the two of them, when we can't afford offending either one.
Lodi the tramp. I can't stand her anymore.
What took you so long?
How did you know I was coming?
Mr. Pei's predictions are never wrong. He's been waiting for you. Please come in. This way. Sir. The designer's here.
Please go. It's late. You must have given it lots of thought and concluded that you have no option but to come and find me.
If you know why I'm here, I'll save the trouble of telling you. So will you help me or not? I would appreciate a straight answer.
You're here to ask me a favor, but I wouldn't have known it from your attitude.
I'm not asking for one. What I'm here for is to offer you a business deal. If this works, we'd be helping each other. So I'm not here to beg you.
All right. Let's hear this deal of yours.
Of all the people I know, you're the only one who knows both Duke Hudong's son and Pei Yan of the Commandant's mansion. If you can talk both of them out of their marriage proposals, I'll make you a birthday gift for your teacher. Do you think that's a fair trade?
Sounds fair enough. But there's one thing I don't understand. Seeing as you're an illegitimate daughter of the Kuti family, why don't you take this chance to marry into a noble family to boost your status?
You're calling me a bastard?
Am I wrong?
He must have misunderstood. Forget about it. That's better than letting him know I'm a physician who fled the palace. The truth is, I already have someone I love. I can't marry either of them.
I'm even more confused. If you love someone, why don't you just go ahead and marry him? So both the families will forget about you.
Why is he asking so many questions? He's a real handful. Here's the thing you don't understand. The person I loved is my cousin who died at the palace.
So you just lost a loved one. I'm sorry to hear that. I never should have asked. I beg your pardon.
No harm done, it's fine.
What was your cousin's position at the palace? And why did he die so young?
He may have been young, but he was very capable and skilled at medicine. Then he was selected to be a physician. All these years, he had missed me so much that he grew ill and died. Those things you took from me were all he had left to give to me. So I'm being straightforward here. As long as you help me, I'll pay you back with the folding screen, and we'll call it even. After that, I'll still have to ask for those things back from you.
I now see that you're very loyal to those whom you love. All right then, I agree to help you. However, those two men both have the surname of Pei. I don't know them very well. I can only give you some ideas, and you'll still have to break off the engagement yourself.
Break them off myself? Come on. Are you joking with me right now? What's this?
That's the best balm for traumatic injuries. It's not for sale, no matter how much people offer.
If it's so valuable, why are you giving it to me?
A weaving woman's most important tool is her hands. With your hands like that, the quality of the gift from my teacher will be affected. Consider the balm as the deposit for your work. Apply it on your hand tonight, and it will be fully healed in 2 days' time. Now, do you finally believe that I'm sincere?
Thank you for showing such sincerity. I believe you. However, I'm a respectable person. I'll take this now, but I won't use it till I'm sure I can complete the gift. I won't be taking advantage.
Great. I have an idea to help you get through this.
What are we gonna do?
Honey, you have to think of something. The gates are open. What are we going to do? If all families are here.
They're here. They're here. They're here.
Are they from Duke Hedong or Commander Pei?
Neither.
Which one would you like?
I'll take this one.
Sure. Here you are.
Thank you. That's great.
come here?
I'm here to help you. Watch your attitude.
Oh, no, Lioli. Shanhu is a little upset by the fact that her betrothal has been ruined. We're one family. We should really support each other.
Family? Yeah. Go and keep watch outside. Tell us if someone important arrives.
Family? The last time we saw each other, you threw me out the door. And now we're family? After today, you'll be on your own. So will I. As if we never met.
The way you talk, it's like you think we need you.
That day, you and your father forced my mother to sign the divorce agreement and drove us out of the Kuti family. But it seems that you value my mother's belongings.
Father, this bracelet is mine.
Since you like it so much, you can hold on to it for me. Whenever you want to return it, come see me anytime.
Oh, no. Wait a second. Honey, give Anne's stuff back to Lioli. Don't lose a lot by trying to save a little.
As for what you said, I didn't have a choice. I couldn't let the Kuti family be ruined just because of you.
Sharu!
How dare you!
Stop it! Now that's enough!
Come on!
Look, will you all just stop it?
You stepped on my hand yesterday. Otherwise, I would have slapped you a lot harder than that.
My lady, they're here. They're right around the corner.
Oh no, stall them at the gate. For as long as you can.
I will.
Your mother has really spoiled you. Pick that up and give it to your sister.
Father!
Lioli, do you really have a plan to break off the engagements?
I have an idea. The only thing is, I don't think Shanhu will like it very much.
No, it's fine.
What do you mean? Are you trying to frame me here?
There's no time for this. The most important thing is not to offend the two noble families, so we can protect our own, don't you see?
That won't be difficult. As long as you do as I say, I promise you won't offend anyone.
All right, great. Then whatever you say.
You can't go in!
Ma'am, you can't go in there.
Step aside! Come on, quickly!
Ma'am! Mr. Kuti is not here.
Come on, hurry!
Ma'am!
Come on, quickly!
You can't go in there, ma'am!
Get in there! Come on! Congratulations! Congratulations, Mrs. Kuti. Duke Kadung's mansion sent me with the gifts.
Thank you so much for this. But my husband went out yesterday and hasn't come back yet. Hey!
He's been gone? Since yesterday? Don't tell me. You're trying to stall here. Take a look, Mrs. Kuti. These betrothal gifts are top quality silks and 100 pieces of gold. Here is the letter. If Mr. Kuti is not in, then I'll ask you sign it, Mrs. Kuti.
Gold pieces? That's more than 500,000 coppers and 8 cases of silk. You're the one who will ruin my betrothal.
Would you wake up? It was my betrothal. It never had anything to do with you.
Young, there you are.
Out of my way! Huh? Don't put those there! Bring you inside!
Wenyang, so many cases. Put them down. They won't fit in this room. Put them down. Huh? Wenyang.
I'm delivering the gifts to Commandant Pei's mansion. Get these other people out of here.
Commandant Pei is merely a Class 4 military officer. How dare he compete with Du Codong?
I thought you were a big deal, but it turns out you're just an ordinary matchmaker. How dare you mention official ranks in front of me?
I wouldn't dare if you were a true lady. You're just a concubine from Commandant Pei's mansion, and you think that makes you better than me?
What's wrong with that? At least I have status. You're just a petty servant. Mind your manners.
I may be a servant, but I am a servant for the noble family of Du Codong. If I let a simple concubine like you get in my way, I'd be a laughingstock after 2 decades of matchmaking.
Please keep calm, both of you. The Kuti family is quite modest, and we wouldn't dream of offending either of you.
Hey, if you don't get out there, your mother can't hold out.
Those gift boxes out there are all for me, Kuti Shanhu. Du Codong's mansion and Commandant Pei's mansion are fighting tooth and nail over me. This must be the pinnacle of my entire life. But just minutes after my life has reached its peak, it's going to fall into the abyss. How could this happen? How?
Come on!
Shanhu, come on, come over here. Pay your respects to your aunt and matchmaker.
Greetings, Auntie. Greetings, Lady Matchmaker.
Shanhu, you're right on time. Tell her that you went to the Commandant's mansion to see my young master before they proposed a marriage.
So what? If all it takes is to see each other, what's the use of documents and gifts? Du Codong's mansion offered gifts first.
What you're saying is that no matter who wants a wife, he could just break into a family, drop off some gifts, and be done with it. Even if Du Codong is a high-ranking official, I don't think this would hold up in court.
How dare someone of your stature talk about taking Du Codong to court? You must be dreaming. If you want to play that game, we'd love to see Commandant Pei at the Chang'an Royal Court. Put the boxes down. We're done.
Wait. Wait a moment, please.
What? Did you make up your mind to marry Du Codong's son?
Shanhu, tell her, who do you want to marry?
Come on.
Thank you, Auntie, for your good intentions. But I don't think I have such good fortune. If your two families really went to court just because of me, the whole city would be gossiping. How would either of you explain to both your masters?
That wouldn't matter. This marriage would bind our two families together. If I let an outsider win this battle, now that would be a harder one to explain.
Think about it, ma'am. Pei Yan loves his wife Cui so much that he won't even take a concubine. If you make this marriage happen by fair means or foul, then Mrs. Cui would surely despise you. And if this lawsuit affects the career of Pei Yan, your situation in the mansion will be made all the more troublesome.
Well said. I'm different, though. Matchmaking is my livelihood. I'll fight to the bitter end.
I'm afraid you're taking a much higher risk here in comparison to my aunt.
What do you mean by that?
Duke Hedong sent you with gifts. If you fail and bring them back a lawsuit, in the end, your matchmaking career will be no more. Don't you see that?
My dear girl, what do you make of this matter?
This situation is not your fault, neither of you. It's just that fate doesn't shine on me. I'm not able to share my father's burdens. And I even put my family in such a dilemma. And my family were dragged into a lawsuit because of this. I'd never be able to forgive myself.
Shanhu, just say it.
It means that I don't deserve the love from either of your families. You are both noble families who are bound to cross each other's paths again. If trouble were caused because of me, it would be a real shame. I cannot bear such burden on myself.
You both flatter our family, but it seems my daughter just isn't blessed with such good fortune. Please just forget this. Ladies, what do you think?
To avoid defaming both your families, I shall hereby swear that throughout the rest of my life, I shall never marry into your families.
That's enough. Our young Master Peiyan is going to take office soon. He cannot marry a girl who would come with a lawsuit.
Duke Hedong's mansion is too noble to accept a girl who's been rejected by the Commandant's mansion. I'll report to His Grace. He'll consider the severe consequences and choose wisely.
Auntie! Ma'am!
Grab the gifts. We're leaving.
Carry the boxes and follow me.
That feels much better. I think he was telling the truth.
Marries. Who would make the birthday gift then? Could you? Anything else?
That's it, sir.
Your Highness, how can I be of assistance?
Wushang.
When I was walking through the garden, I found it on the ground next to a tree. He must be abandoned by his parents. I took him home, but I don't know how to care for him. Would you be able to help it?
Now that your highness trusts me, he can stay here in Xianchi Hall to keep me company. You're lucky to have met his highness. Why don't you give him a name?
How about Bao-er?
Bao-er? Song-Tao, take Bao-er somewhere warm and make sure he has food and water. Remember, be gentle. Don't hurt him.
I didn't expect you to be able to predict. With such accuracy, you were right. If I'd listened to your advice from the start, I wouldn't have been so awkward in the Imperial study.
People think ties of blood are the most solid ones there are. But that isn't necessarily true. Take cuckoo birds, for example. Do you know the first thing a cuckoo does right after it's hatched?
What's that?
It pushes the other eggs out of the nest and onto the ground to make sure that it'll get enough food.
Will its parents just stand by and watch their offspring kill one another? Why can't the birds live in harmony with each other? Wouldn't it be better to support each other?
In the words of the philosopher Lao Tzu, we must let nature run its course. And in this world of ours, there are many things that cannot be shared, such as the crown prince and the royal throne.
I learned so much from you every time we meet. It's getting late. I must be going.
Your Highness, with your lofty ambitions, you should keep the long-term plan in mind. Keep a low profile and wait for the right time.
Thank you for your advice.
Goodbye, Your Highness.
Your Highness, where are you heading to?
I'm going to talk to His Majesty.
Your Highness, Concubine Wu just told you to keep a low profile and wait for the right time. You should consider her suggestion.
I should care about him, even if just a little.
Eunuch Pan, you have no idea. Although Physician Do is an epidemic prevention physician, he's also a genius in the art of embroidery. It was not easy for me to get him, but then these people stood in the way and kept him in hiding. Shunzi must know something about it. So I just want to get some information straight from him. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude.
Well, if that's the case, then of course, I will accept it.
There is one more thing. You can't let Sun Tang meet with Shunzi. Not to worry. I'll compensate you for any loss that it may possibly cause you.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Now that Shunzi's case is related to the Wardrobe Service's official duty, I'll have to be objective about it. I'll hand Shunzi to you for investigation.
Eunuch Pan, thank you.
Sir, Sun Chang is here to see you.
Tell him I'm not in.
But he said you had an appointment.
That's nonsense. You tell him that I will handle Shunzi's case with complete impartiality, and tell him to stop bothering me.
Yes, sir.
Master Zhou, let's go to the disciplinary service so that we can talk to that Shunza.
Hey, there's no rush. Shunza must be waiting for his master to save him. I do not think he'll talk. If that's the case, then we have no choice but torture him cruelly and question him later. After a couple of days, when he realizes that his master can't save him, he'll tell us anything we ask of him to save his own skin.
Master Zhou, you are very impressive.
Eunuch Gao, His Majesty wants to see me?
You'd best head back, Your Highness. Don't make this hard for me.
Why does he no longer wish to see me?
Highness, your advice to reform the Imperial examination has displeased many people. Someone told His Majesty that you've been overindulging in drink and also in women.
When have I ever done things like that? How can he believe such nonsense?
His Majesty's health is growing worse and worse. He doesn't want the fumes of spirits from you all over him. That's why he doesn't want to see you, Your Highness. You'd best be going. If something happens to you, I would be the one who's blamed.
Concubine Wu.
Please tell Eunuch Gao that I'll be there in a moment.
Yes.
If you refuse to take my advice, what do you want from me?
Concubine Wu, you told me to keep a low profile and wait for the right moment, but you didn't tell me what I should do.
Your Highness is young and impetuous. You should copy some Buddhist texts. That will help cultivate your mind. And you can also pray for His Majesty. Instead of talking to His Majesty, you should go back and let your actions speak for you. It's said that faith can move mountains. His Majesty is wise. Sooner or later, he'll take notice of your sincerity. That's what I mean by keeping a low profile and waiting for the right moment. Now you understand?
I'm begging you. I haven't slept for 2 whole days.
If you'd just tell me the whereabouts of Physician Do, then I can promise you this will all be over. You'll still be able to go back to the body disposal division safe and sound.
He really is at the body disposal division. I saw him with my own eyes the day I was arrested.
All right, then. Just go on covering for your master and Physician Do. They're going about their lives just fine without you. No one's coming.
Master. Master, where are you? Why haven't you come for me? I can't hold on any longer.
Eunuch Pan!
Oh, you startled me. It's you, Eunuch son. What can I do for you at such a late hour?
Eunuch Pan, I know you're a busy man, but there's an emergency, so I had to wait for you here.
Is this still about your little student, Shunza?
Yes, that's right.
Eunuch-san, don't worry about that. After we make the case clear, I'll release him. As for you, there's no use in worrying.
Eunuch Pan, Shunza is just a minor eunuch. He brought some things into the palace, but it's not a big crime.
Sundu-chan, are you really that stupid, or just pretending to be? It is true bringing things into the palace is not a serious crime. I would love to do you a favor and release him, but you think about it. Who have you offended lately? Think very hard about that.
Could it be Zhuo Jinyang? Liuli, how dare you go to the Pace Mansion and make clothes for them? Your aunt is a concubine. Aren't you afraid you'll be recognized by her? It would all be for nothing. Annie should be blamed too. I thought you were reliable. I now know I was wrong.
Uncle, my aunt lived with her parents back then. I had no idea she was married into the Commandant's mansion, which also helped elevate Shanhu. It's my fault, not Annie's at all.
No, I should be blamed. Liuli may be in danger now. You're right, I was in the wrong. Though Annie knows Banyan Yunyang of the Pace Mansion, she didn't know Mrs. Kuti was Liuli's aunt. We narrowly avoided a mistake. I'll be more careful from now on.
Hey, Uncle. Thankfully, God is on our side. The day I went to the Pace Mansion, my aunt was out. We narrowly escaped it all.
You must be careful. You've only been back a few days and gotten into such trouble. Now people know you're the daughter of Kuti Yanzhong. Fortunately, they thought it was Shanhu. And nobody found out you're Sun Yang's daughter, though you escaped this time. I'm still worried about this situation. Liuli, from this day on, you'll live at the old house. Don't come back to the Rui store.
Uncle, no! I'll be bored to death!
If you're bored, you can help Annie make clothes and teach her some techniques. Annie, if anyone comes here asking for Liuli, just say she's resigned and you don't know where she went.
I understand. So, I'll go and pick up your painting kit. You can leave now. I'll ask someone to send these over. I'm sure your hunting scene won't be delayed.
Your pathetic self. You failed to marry. You should focus your energy and attention on our store. If we win the Charter Trade Fair, Cao's store will become the industry leader. And with that comes fame and prosperity. By then, the matchmakers will come to us. And then I'll pick the best man for you.
You can run the business in the name of Anne, but how can you enter the fair under her name? How can we win? Now, with the help of that annoying tramp. Annie is stronger than ever.
Do you still remember Qin from the wardrobe service?
Auntie, are you speaking of my distant cousin?
That's right. I've asked someone to bring some royal dress examples from Qin, and they're already made. The Tartars will certainly love them.
You always know what to do.
Huh? Who locked the door? Ow! Stop! That hurts! Auntie, if I get hurt, Cao won't have a successor anymore. You didn't hold back.
Cao, what do you have in your arms? You can't fool me. Did you steal our bidding samples from the palace to please that Annie? I'm furious. How the heck did my brother have such a bastard, huh? You're helping outsiders. You dare help our rivals. Why is she so attracted to you? Making you betray us to help her?
Auntie, she's a great woman. She's smart, diligent, and kind. That family relies on her. She was married to me. I'd actually be stealing the best manager of the Ruyi clothing store. I'm not going to help them.
You bastard. Sounds somewhat reasonable. That Annie, if she wants to marry up to us, that's fine. But she needs to prove her loyalty.
Auntie, where are you going?
To bring up the proposal.
Huh?
Cao, this business must be settled. Before the fair.
Auntie, let me out! Auntie! Auntie!
Annie, I must step out for business. I'll send someone over. You can go and spend your time with Liuli so she won't be bored.
Yes.
Cao has a keen eye. You must be a great manager.
What brings Miss Tao here once more? Please just jump to the point.
Fine, I'll level with you. I heard you're a slave purchased by An Salang.
So what?
Honestly, An is good for you. He even made you a manager. But did it ever occur to you that you're not a man? You still need to be in a good marriage and to rely on your husband.
Husband? I think there is nothing wrong with being independent.
You're just a servant no matter how smart you are. How can you rely on yourself? I'm being straight with you. You're not a good match for my nephew. But unfortunately, Cao is too stubborn and has really fallen for you. Fine. Maybe you could bring us Anne's cloth-making methods to serve as your dowry. I will buy back your freedom and approve your marriage to my nephew. What do you think? Hey, what are you doing? What is this?
I'll take you to court.
What did I do?
You use marriage to impel a maid to steal her master's methods. You're a scammer and a fraud. You can't deny this. I'll take you to court. Let the court decide if you committed a crime. Let's go!
You're an idiot with no perspective. Whatever. It's not up to you.
You...
Your Majesty must have had a good rest yesterday. You look much better than a few days ago.
You've been tired these days. Another sleepless night. Your eyes are puffy. You look tired. Go back and get some rest.
As long as Your Majesty can recover, it doesn't matter how puffy my eyes are or how tired I look. I'm happy to do it. I don't feel tired.
You don't mind, but I do.
Your Majesty, Consort Yang, Prince Cao, and the other consorts and princes have come to pay their respects. Good health to Your Majesty.
Good health to Your Majesty.
Rise.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Are you feeling better, Your Majesty?
Thank you for the elixir Ming brought me. I felt better after taking it. You can leave now. I'll talk in private with Ming and his mother.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
The Crown Prince didn't come today. It's been days.
It seems the rumors are true. The Crown Prince and the Majesty aren't getting on well. He's abandoned himself to drunkenness and drinks to drown his sorrows. How unfortunate.
Concubine Wu.
Hey.
Ming, I heard your house is full of visitors. Busier than the Eastern Palace.
Your Majesty.
Father, the fact that the Crown Prince proposed reforming the Imperial exam, which has made the nobles and bureaucrats worry about their offspring's future prosperity. I dare not form allies.
What do you think about the Crown Prince's reform proposal?
With the best of intentions, the Crown Prince made such a proposal. However...
Go on. Stop hesitating and tell me now.
I believe, as the sovereign of the country, one should possess a broader view. The nobility have always graced the tongue, and our family for generations. The Crown Prince does not like to disappoint scholars. But he didn't realize that if we disappoint the nobility, the country might actually be in danger.
And have you spoken to him about this at all?
The Crown Prince has been upset recently and became addicted to alcohol. He's been at home all these days, so I haven't found the opportunity to talk with him.
Xuan, yes, summon the Crown Prince, will you?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Eunuch Gao, please wait outside the hall. I'll pay respect to His Majesty later.
Your Highness seldom appears in public these days. And there are rumors in the Imperial Palace about your Highness. In addition, His Majesty has been ill for a long time, and may easily believe them. Please be careful, Your Highness.
Thanks for your kindness.
Your Highness is kind and generous. I'm indebted to Empress Wen-De. I stand in support of Your Highness. Your Highness, I'll wait outside in the hall.
Concubine Wu must have had the foresight that His Majesty would summon the Crown Prince. And here comes Eunuch Gao.
As Eunuch Gao implied, His Majesty believes those rumors. That's why His Majesty summoned me.
Success or not, one can never tell. Your Highness only has to perform your duty. His Majesty will know what has happened and who's right.
Your Highness has to go now. Don't keep His Majesty waiting.
Yulio. Please take this before departing for Ganlu Hall.
What's this?
Your Highness! Your Highness mustn't take that!
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince is here.
Good health to Your Majesty. Good health to Your Grace. I hear Your Majesty is recovered from your illness. I'm happy to know this. I wish good health to you, and long live Your Majesty.
What have you been busy with? Why do you look so pale?
I've done some pondering on my own. Though I have lost some weight, I've gained some insights, feeling even more energetic. Your Majesty needn't worry about me.
Sure. Have you been drinking?
I haven't touched a drop of drink since that time.
Very well then. Rise.
Thanks, Your Majesty.
The princes have come to pay their respect. Except for Your Highness. His Majesty is concerned.
I was thinking I could just wait here, but I was afraid Your Majesty was still angry. I feared I might bother Your Majesty. I didn't mean to upset Your Majesty. I sincerely apologize. Please forgive me. It's all my fault. Please punish me.
The Crown Prince didn't mean it. Your Majesty has just recovered. Please don't be upset.
Your Majesty, it may just have slipped his mind. Eunuch Gao, why does the medicine smell different than before? It seems to smell of wine.
The medicine is the same as before. You've got me wrong, Prince Sao.
It smells of wine. What's your tongue?
Tren has been wronged. The smell is coming from the Crown Prince. No wonder you look so pale. How dare you say you haven't touched a drop and were locked up in self-reflection? You were just listening to music and drinking every day. Maybe the alcohol has poisoned you, and that's why you can't hold a bow steady. Do you really think you could be my successor? How can you assure me that I can put the country's future in your hands?
Your Majesty scolds me for my own good. I'll not argue. But if I don't argue, Your Majesty's health may be affected. My hands tremble because I've been transcribing the sutras.
Transcribing?
I pray for Your Majesty, and made a vow before the Buddha that I'd transcribe 100 stanzas. I've locked myself up for days and focused on transcribing them. My wrists are strained, and my muscles injured. My right arm can't control itself, and it still continues to tremble. It's my fault.
Well, if that was all, where did the alcohol smell come from?
I couldn't hold the brush with my trembling hands, but I refused to stop. Sheng failed to stop me, so he brought me medicinal alcohol and applied it to my arm. I didn't expect Your Majesty would summon me, so I had the medicinal alcohol on my arm.
Summon a physician.
Yes.
Wait a second, Eunuch Pan.
How can I help you, Prince Zhao?
There are many physicians here, but I only trust the skills and morals of Physician's Own.
Rest assured, I'll go and bring Physician's Own.
Eunuch Pan, fulfill the assignment, and I promise I will not forget it.
Thank you for your appreciation.
Yu Liu, go and ask for Physician Zong. Tell him I feel bloated and nauseated, and I heard that he is good at treating such ailments, which is why I asked for him.
Physician Zong is a relative of Consort Yang. He's eager to ingratiate himself with Consort Yang and Prince Hao. Besides His Majesty, he will only see them. Why does Concubine ask for him? What if I can't get him to come?
It must be him, and you should hurry. Just tell him His Majesty recommended him and no one else. Say what I told you and he can't refuse.
Yes, I'll go right now.
Crown Prince, all that I can do has been done. What's left depends on yourself.
Where is he?
Concubine Wu asked him to go to Shanche Hall.
Your Majesty, the trembling in the Crown Prince's right arm is due to overstraining, and it's injured. May I ask why His Highness has been exhausted? Please enlighten me, so I can prescribe the right remedy.
My filial son has been transcribing sutras every day and night, exhausting himself in the process. Physician Jiang, in your opinion, could this be serious?
Your Majesty, filial piety is the root of all virtues. The Crown Prince has shown his incredible filial piety, and His Highness's behavior is exemplary. Rest assured, Your Majesty, though this isn't a small injury, it won't take too long for him to recover.
Fine. Go and write a prescription for the Crown Prince.
Yes.
Sure. Come here. Sure. I mistreated you today.
Tough love. is the path we must walk down. A father scolds his son for his son's own good.
I really appreciate your understanding, sir. You prayed and transcribed the sutras for me. This is a very good thing. You should have told me to avoid all this.
To pray for your majesty is my filial duty as your son. There's no need to broadcast it and for your majesty to be concerned. It doesn't matter whether your majesty or any others know. As long as it is helpful to you, I'll keep on doing it, regardless of my health.
The Crown Prince's vow to transcribe 100 stanzas is incredibly noble and filial.
Has the Crown Prince finished 100 stanzas in 2 days?
Not yet. By this point so far, I've transcribed 88 stanzas.
88. May I please have the privilege of seeing them with my own eyes? I've ordered servants to bring the Crown Prince's transcripts. Please review them, Your Majesty. Consort Yang and Prince Cao, please.
Bring them here.
Yes, Your Majesty.
As the Imperial Edict states, Crown Prince Li Zhi has transcribed 100 sutra stanzas to pray for his father. In doing so, his arm was injured due to exhaustion. The incredible filial piety he has shown to the world, along with his modesty and persistence, is of saintly quality. I am very pleased and would like to advertise his filial piety to the world. He shall be an example to all princes as well as commoners. End of edict.
We'll surely follow the edict and follow the Crown Prince's example.
Annie, please listen to me. Annie, please wait for me. Annie, wait a sec. Annie, please listen to me. Annie, please open the door. Annie, I swear that all I care about is you, and I've never tried to steal Master Anne and her clothing-making method. That was
Look at him.
Anne's idea, swapping the dowry for the craft, and it has nothing to do with me. Annie, please believe me. I'm not lying. If I hadn't been caught by her, I should have brought our sample to you to demonstrate my loyalty. I know you'll spare no effort to win the Tartar trade fair. I'd rather lose if it would make you happy. Annie,
No wonder the Rui clothing store has been so successful. Tao has made a valuable contribution to them.
Stop this nonsense. I'll use my own skills and hard work to complete the orders. I don't care about your dirty tricks. Not one bit. Listen carefully. I've never ever liked you. If you keep this up, we'll no longer be friends.
Let's watch.
Look at her.
Annie!
Hey, Tao, girls are shy. If she has said so in public, it must be true. Go home. You can come and apologize when she's cooled off.
Let's go, go, go. Let's go. I've seen many situations like this.
Oh, man.
Annie, do you like Tao Wu?
Not at all.
So it's one-sided. You have no affection.
How could I have affection for him? Didn't you hear everything he was saying out there? So annoying. How will people think of me if they have no idea? I think it must have been deliberate. He must know of how much I care for our store's reputation, so he came to make trouble like his aunt.
One's reputation? Right! Why didn't it occur to me?
What?
I have an idea to deal with Pei Xingjian. You're a businesswoman, and you care about your reputation. What about him? He's a scholar of Sumen, where the government pays him. If I tell the public that he illegally pocketed other people's property, he'd be finished. Then, he'll tearfully and regretfully return my mother's stuff to me.
Brilliant. What's your plan, then?
Now that we've found his weakness, he'll be knocked out by a single blow.
Yoli, I think it's an unpredictable attack. I thought this flower-shaped dress still needed something. But I couldn't figure out what was missing or what the problem was. Now that you have covered it in gaze, the gorgeous and luxurious sense of the outfit is not compromised and has an extra layer of beauty. It's wonderful. With this dress, I'm more confident about tomorrow's competition.
Annie, it's you that made that dress beautiful. I just tried to augment the beauty. The merits of this dress lie in the fact that it's gorgeous. But the beauty was way too direct and obvious. All we needed was to cover it with a layer of gauze, which made it better.
What are you doing?
These pleading words are very sad, and it needs some tears to make it look real.
I apologize.
Isn't that by the Crown Prince? Oh, let me have a look.
Yes.
I was hesitant regarding the reform of the Imperial exam. But after reading the Crown Prince's comments, I find that it would make a lot of sense, and change is needed. It'll be crucial to future generations. The Crown Prince is a far-sighted man, for he is the first son of the former Empress and myself.
Concubine, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
Neither the Crown Prince nor Prince Hao is your friend. Why do you help the Crown Prince?
He's honest and kind, frank and ambitious. He cares about the common people. When I look at him, I'm reminded of when I entered this palace, clueless as can be. He just hasn't realized that blind ambition is not the key to success. Not even close. It would be cruel for him to learn such things at this age. When it occurs to him, it might be too late.
Morning. Morning. Morning.
Morning.
Morning, everyone. Morning.
I see a smile on your face. Do you have good news?
You are correct. I have news so great that it will benefit generations.
Huh? Can you tell me?
Didn't you hear about it? The Crown Prince persisted with the reform and presented a conceptual plan to His Majesty, offering methods to reform it. His Majesty has decided to eliminate the defects in the Imperial exam.
It is a big deal. Of course, I heard about it. If changes are made to the exam, the promotion system will be reformed as well. One event may set off a chain of events. In the Simmon Academy, from scholars to academics alike, many of them are worried about this. Be careful that your joyfulness doesn't come back to bite you in the end.
This reform will benefit more than one generation. It's like scraping poison off the bone. There will always be brave young men fighting for a better future. What should I fear? Moreover, or more importantly, it's our country's and commoners' fortunes that the Crown Prince has been far-sighted enough. We are very fortunate.
I heard Xueqiu failed to impress erudite Hongwen and has turned to our own erudite, following him the whole day like a shadow. It seems he'll be promoted soon.
Why does the erudite like him so much?
Why not? He first pleased Prince Cao, and the erudite is in the prince's circle. Now you should understand why the atmosphere here has been so gloomy. Most of the men here follow Prince Cao, and he has dissented from the Crown Prince's political view. The Crown Prince wants reform, which has been vehemently objected by Prince Cao. I've said too much. Be careful, Mr. Pei.
Do you know the one thing Mr. Shu mentioned?
No, we don't know.
No, I don't know.
I can't bear it anymore. Oh no.
Fuza! Where did he go? What are you doing? This is Shunza's bed!
Shunza has gotten himself into trouble. He may not be able to come back. If he can walk out alive from the discipline service, I'll give it back to him, all right?
Huh?
What are you doing? You bastard!
Give it to me. It's mine.
You shouldn't take away his things.
Give it to me. What are you doing?
Fuza, let it go. Fuza. Anyway, he'll be back soon. At the time, he can move back in. Let's go. We have things to do.
Oh.
Hurry up. Come on.
You know, I still have some questions about the teacher's explanations. Assistant Xu, can you explain it?
Pleasure to see you, Erudite.
Assistant Xu, what's the matter?
Erudite, can we speak in private? Erudite, the cargo has arrived. According to my understanding, it should be accepted by the Suman Academy.
I didn't expect this would even reach your ears.
Xueshu has just joined the inner circle of Prince Cao. I know I'm not well qualified, so I'd like to recommend myself and hope you can give me a chance to prove myself.
The cargo is all that matters. You can't be too careful.
Thank you for the promotion. I'll be cautious and make sure everything's in place.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? Put it down, now! What are you doing here? Tell me now. I haven't done the inspection yet. How could you start unloading already?
But it's already been inspected.
Inspected by whom?
By me.
What are you doing here?
8 carloads of cargo. I've inspected them. But I have one question. Why do we need so many people to escort this cargo?
I'm just a lieutenant and just follow orders. If you have any issues, you can ask my leader, Staff Officer Mo.
May I ask where he is?
Hey, Xingjian. You're nothing but a scholar. Where's your etiquette? Listen to me. The erudite of Summon Academy appointed me to oversee the inspection. I'm in charge here. No one else may interfere. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Where's your leader?
Officer Mo had a stomachache and went to the outhouse. Look, there he is.
My dear friend Mo, we meet again.
I had planned to visit you after wrapping up some errands, but we met by chance anyway. However, why did you pretend not to know me outside the warehouse? Is there a problem with the cargo I escorted?
Let me ask. Escorting cargo is not one of your duties. Why are you doing this now?
I tried to ask my superior, but he wouldn't tell me.
That's odd. I've inspected all 8 cartloads. It's all parchment for the Summon Academy. I found no issues.
These crates are just the first batch. There'll be another one tomorrow.
There's more coming.
In total, there are 20 cartloads, overseen by myself and another officer. The second batch is delayed due to unknown reasons. If all goes well, it will arrive the following day.
That's it. There must be an issue with the cargo to arrive tomorrow.
Mr. Pei, why is it you think there would be an issue?
Xueshu is selfish. He puts off his own errands with excuses. Since he became a retainer for Prince Cao, he undertook the responsibility of inspecting the inventory. There must be something that we don't know about.
You mean to say Prince Cao is behind this?
The Crown Prince suggested the advanced exam is more important and his push for reform. Prince Cao believes it would be more effective for the interests of those with power, so he opposed it. Now the Ministry of War is involved. He must be plotting something major.
Sir, the designer from the Ruyi clothing store is here to see you.
Already? Please have some tea. I'll be right back.
Rabbit hunting in spring, tiger in summer, deer in autumn, and wolf in winter. When we put them together, it'll become the folding screen you asked for. Are you satisfied with these drawings?
Very. I never imagined they'd be done so well and so quickly. Thank you so much. Please make the folding screen strictly according to these drawings. Don't lose the spirit they have now.
I should thank you for the balm you gave me. If it weren't for the balm, my hand would not have healed so quickly, and the quality of the drawings would have been compromised. Now that you're satisfied with it, can we say that we're even?
Do you mean the idea I gave you to help you end the engagement? That was nothing. It was a small task. You don't owe me anything for that.
You're such a kind man. Just tell me if this is enough to repay you.
Since you're asking me, it's definitely more than enough.
Very well. Now that I've paid back what I owe you, now it's time for you to pay back what you owe me.
Ah, so that's what all this is about. As I'm sure you're aware, I live a decent life as a scholar. Why would I take your cousin's belongings and not return them?
That's what I'm curious about. I'm not an ungrateful person. I thank you for what you did for me. But if you insist on not returning them, I have other ways to make sure that you do. But they won't be nearly as nice. Don't hold it against me when I do so.
What do you mean by that?
You know exactly what I mean. Give it back, or you'll regret it.
You don't make any sense at all. I told you that I didn't take your cousin's stuff. How can I give it back?
I've said everything I need to. No point in saying more. We'll meet again.
Hey.
Greetings, Mr. Shui. Hey, Justice! Mr. Shui, please, you have to help me.
This is not a court. I don't have time to... This is not a court. So how can I help you get justice?
Don't you remember me? You promised me that you'd help me against Pei Xingjian.
Now I remember you. I didn't recognize you without the veil.
Sorry to disturb you. This is my indictment. Please help me get back the belongings of my late cousin.
Don't worry about that. I hate lowlifes like Pei Xingjian more than anything else. Worry not, huh? Leave this to me. I'll help you get the justice you deserve.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Pei Xingjian, Pei Xingjian. It's not your lucky day. Perfect.
Huh?
This way.
What?
Mr. Shi, please. Please sit.
Miss Tao, I hear that your nephew is fond of Annie of the Rui clothing store and wants to help her win first place at the merchant fair. Is that true?
You sure are well informed when it comes to gossip, aren't you? I'm doing this precisely because of that.
I understand. It explains everything. With Tao's store being so successful, I knew there must be a reason why you'd play a trick like that on Rui.
As for the favor I asked from you, are you sure it will work?
By holding this merchant fair, the Tartars want to find the best dress to sell across the western region. What matters most is not necessarily the style, but it must be of the best quality. They'll wash them to see if they'll lose color or shape. The fabrics Rui uses are of high quality and are treated using special methods. That's not the problem. But this time, I made absolutely sure to only give Annie untreated fabrics to work with. However beautiful their design is, they will lose for sure.
Great plan. I won't forget this favor you've done for me. Please, have some tea. I'll be right back. Mr. Shi, this represents our gratitude. Please accept it.
Oh, well, thank you. You're too kind.
You little traitor. Are you going to the Rui store to tip them off?
Auntie, that sure was a dirty trick that you pulled. I can't let you get away with that.
I won't stop you. But you should think about it. If you really want to marry Annie, you can't tell them.
Why not?
When I went to propose for you, Annie was arrogant. She looks down upon you. It's clear that Annie is a competitive woman. She really wants to beat us at the merchant fair to gain fame for their Rui store. With a woman like her, the softer you are, the more she'll look down on you. You can only win her respect by defeating her. If Tao's store wins the contracts of the Tartars and solidifies our lead, you'll become very successful. That's when she'll respect you and be willing to marry you. That's all I have to say. Whether you tell her or not, it's up to you, Tao. With a woman like her, the softer you are, the more she'll look down on you. You can only win her respect by defeating her. If Tao's store wins the contract of the Tartars and solidifies our lead, you'll become very successful. That's when she'll respect you and be willing to marry you.
Annie? Annie?
Annie! Listen up. Do you hear that outside?
Annie?
Who's there?
It's me, Sao Wu.
Cao Wu. It's late. What are you doing here?
I'm here to tell you. The fabrics of your sample dress are faulty. The fair is tomorrow. You better check it.
I can't believe it. It's all over.
Annie, crying won't help anything. Let's figure out a solution to this.
From choosing this fabric and color to making the design, I spent a whole month making the sample dress. There are only a few hours until the morning of the fair. What else is there for us to do?
The dress has shrunken as far as it's going to, and the color has fully faded. We can do some alterations. As long as the design is good, it'll pass the test tomorrow.
Alterations? There's no sense in altering a piece of trash like this.
We should at least give it a try while we have time. Why not go for it? It'll be all right.
You look exhausted. Wanna go to bed and rest?
Annie! Annie, look! What do you think?
It's beautiful. This is the first time I've ever seen a dress that looks like this. The colors and design are both lovely. It's as beautiful as a peony. Liu Li, it must have been hard for you. You only had 6 hours to make a brand new dress.
Annie, don't worry about it. This dress may not be as elegant as the first one, but it will be interesting when worn.
Interesting when worn?
You just wait and see. Even if it doesn't win the contract from the Tartars, it will surely garner attention for the Rui store.
Good morning. Has today's load been put in storage?
Mr. Pei, at dawn today, Mr. Xue brought some people here.
Were all 12 cartloads there?
There were 20 cartloads.
20? Why are there 8 more?
One moment. I'll take a look inside.
Mr. Xue said that absolutely no one is to enter the warehouse.
Oh no. I lost a jade pendant yesterday. It was a family heirloom. I thought about it. Maybe I dropped it somewhere in the warehouse. Just let me take a quick look. I won't be long.
All right, I'll wait for you here. Please be quick.
I'll be quick. Thank you.
Did you find it?
Not yet. Almost done.
This isn't parchment. It's leather.
Guards! Arrest Pei Xingjin right away!
Xie on what charge?
The Crown Prince is reforming the Imperial exam. We're to watch the Directorate of Education. This is Sumin Academy's warehouse. You're aware no outsiders are allowed in here.
Nonsense. I'm a scholar of Sumin Academy. I'm not an outsider. Besides, I didn't touch the cargo. If you don't believe me, you can go take a look yourself.
That's enough. I'm not gonna fall for your tricks. A girl named Yuar accused Pei Xingjin of stealing a large amount of personal property. Due to the erudite of Sumin Academy's rules, Pei Xingjin is suspended from the Academy. This paper is effective immediately.
Oh, Yuar. Now look what you've done.
Drag him out.
No need. I can walk.
Huh.
Anybody here?
Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Hey, who are you looking for?
Hello. My name is Pei Xingjin. I'm looking for a designer named Yuar.
You're not here for Annie? Yuar. The past few days, Annie has indeed been with another young lady. They went to the Tartar Trade Fair this morning.
A Tartar Trade Fair?
I'm going to the market to look for Annie. If you need her, you can come with me.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Let's go.
I never knew that the Rui clothing store had such a great reputation.
Thanks to Master Anne, our store enjoys a good reputation because of the unrivaled dyeing artistry. What are you looking for?
I think I saw that thug. Let me go! You like using your martial arts to bully people, don't you? Let me go right now!
Not until you tell me what you did.
Mr. Pei, please use your words. And free you are first.
Monsieur, once you withdraw the indictment and clear my name, then I'll release your pressure point.
Annie, I was up all night last night, and I'm really sleepy. I was just thinking about taking a nap. This is perfect. All thanks to your help. I can just stand here and take a nice long nap. When your supervisor investigates the case, you'll get a new charge, harassing a young lady. How perfect is that?
You... I always thought there was something odd about you. Now I know what it is. You told me that you loved your cousin, and you'd stay single for him your entire life. Even though that cousin passed away, you don't seem the least bit sad. You even got all dolled up and came to the fair today in such high spirits. I don't think that's rational at all, huh?
I have a stomach ache.
What trick are you playing now?
Please just let her go, sir. The Rui clothing store will guarantee for her.
She's a wild one, you know that. What if she runs away?
You're being paranoid. Even if you don't come see her, she'll go find you to get her stuff back. She's not going anywhere.
Hey.
There's no need to pick on a young lady like this. If this got out, it would look pretty bad for your reputation.
That's right. You hit me!
Over there. Oh, excuse me.
Annie, I really have to go to the outhouse.
Go on, then.
Hey, that's great. Huh? Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, what's that?
What is that?
I'll take one of those, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, thanks. How much is this? Oh, hey, I got one in.
Oh, it's my turn now.
Hey, look out. First try.
Oh, let me have a try.
Sure, here. Oh, it's all right.
So close.
You missed again.
Well, at least I got one in.
Oh no, I forgot to give the dress to Annie. Excuse me, I have a bag here. If you take it backstage and give it to Annie of the Rui store, I'll buy you a toy, all right?
Sure, no problem.
Okay, here's the bag. Don't lose it.
You feeling better? This is very important. It'll be safer with me. Okay?
Miss, what about my toy?
Hey, buy him a toy.
Why should I?
You have to. You stole his opportunity. Besides, you've taken everything I own.
You... Sir, I'll take one of these.
Sure.
Which one do you want? Here you are. You shouldn't talk to strangers.
Thank you! Hey, buy me one too.
You didn't do anything. Why would you deserve it? Hey. Hey. I didn't take your stuff.
But you aren't a good guy.
Then withdraw the indictment.
Give me my stuff back.
Withdraw the indictment and I'll give you your stuff back. You got me all muddled up now. I've told you many times, I didn't take your stuff. So go to the Summit Academy and withdraw the indictment.
Not until you give me my stuff back.
Lying to you doesn't do me any good.
Are you going to give it back or not?
I really didn't take anything.
Who are you?
I'm one of the sponsors of the Merchant Fair. The number of stores participating has exceeded our expectations. We'll need to take your sample dress backstage to register it, so that we can have enough time to assess the quality and design of all the dresses.
How very thoughtful of you. Thank you then. Give it to me.
Huh?
Hey, I'm warning you. Don't even think of taking away this dress. This merchant fair is very important to the Rui clothing store. You can give me a hard time, but you can't implicate others. This belongs to the Rui clothing store. Please don't get it mixed up.
I won't mix them up. Don't worry, my lady.
Thank you.
How very amusing.
What are you talking about?
Couldn't you tell? That man's not a real Tartar merchant.
What do you mean?
Look at you. You look like you're smart, but you're dumb. You can't identify who stole your stuff, and you gave your sample dress to a fraud. Best of luck, Rui. How sad.
You're a liar!
If you don't believe me, go ask the other contestants. See if they did the same thing. But even if you did, it'd be too late. How about this? Go to Summit Academy, withdraw the indictment, and I'll get your dress back. Deal?
Don't try to fool me. I'll go backstage and find out if he's a fraud.
Hey. Hey! He's gonna get away!
Come give me a hand.
I feel so nervous. Oh, me too.
Sure.
This is so stressful.
Is the dress ready?
Oh, we don't have much time.
Try it again.
No. Oh, there's some wrinkles here.
My dear and honorable friends, are you enjoying the fair? My name is Taolusha. My family and friends hail from the vast western region, which sits to the west of the Pamir. We came all the way to Chang'an so that we could bring its prosperity back to our own homeland. Today, we're here to select the most beautiful dress in the city.
Check it again. It has to be perfect.
The store which wins the competition will not only get an exclusive one-year contract, but they'll also be deemed as the leading figure of the industry. Ready? Let the competition officially begin now!
Number 1 on stage. Number 2 on stage. Numbers 3 and 4, get ready.
Like this?
Sir,
be careful.
I'm so sorry, but can we change our number in the queue? The Rui clothing store needs a bit more time.
Oh, that's okay.
No way! The stores all drew lots to decide the order. Why would you think you're any different from everyone else? That's not fair.
When is it
She's
starting?
right.
It's not fair.
The sequence was decided by a straw.
My hands are sweaty.
No way. This is a competition.
Here, wipe them on the...
Miss Ani, I'm sorry. Rules are rules. We can't change it like this.
Please do me a favor.
Oh, look at that design.
Ani!
That's beautiful.
Finally.
Ani!
Let's go.
Gorgeous colors.
Where have you been? The competition has already started. Give me the dress.
Wow.
Like the color. There's too much red at the show.
Get back here. Where are you going? Come with me.
Ow! It hurts, Annie!
Where's the dress? What happened?
I really got swindled this time. A man came up to me, said he was a merchant, and asked me to give him the dress, and I believed him.
What?
Tao's store must be behind this. I'll go talk to them.
Hold on. We don't have any proof. If we just accuse them, it won't bode well for us.
What should we do then? Let them get away with it?
These are the dresses from Wang's and Gao's stores. Here they come.
Without the dress, there's no competition.
Ani, don't lose hope. Let's wait a bit. For Pei Xinjian.
Pei Xinjian?
It's very gorgeous.
Number 9, Tao Store.
Mother,
come on.
Number 10, Rui Clothing Store.
Tao Store's coming.
This is amazing. Look at
Design she will bring.
Oh, what a color.
this color.
Ani. I'm sorry.
it's not your fault. Tao's store played a dirty trick. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't even have had the second dress.
This is the sample dress of our Tao store. We used the best fabrics and artistry available. This represents the best of the Tang Dynasty. Our Tao family store, the best weaver, and the best store in the city.
Miss Ani, why aren't you going up there?
I'm so sorry. We lost our sample dress.
Huh?
We have to withdraw.
Be careful.
What's that?
Give me the dress, and I'll spare your life.
Here with everyone? What are you doing? That was
gonna be fine.
Are you sure about this?
Yes. We've lost our sample dress. So...
Drui Clothing Store. Here's your dress.